Hello again and welcome to the video. Today we've got this Wiking truck set in this really quite attractive packaging. I'm not sure what it says here in German, I'll add it onto the video afterwards, but let's have a look and see what we've got here. This I bought second hand. The box is looking quite good. It's got a bit of a tear here, but overall it's not too bad. It's got a bit of discolouring, but it's probably because of age. I'm not quite sure when this came out, and certainly it's looking in quite good condition. We've got a Hanomag local delivery truck, an Opel Blitz truck, and also this Krupp 806 truck with a trailer. So let's have a look and see what we've got inside this packaging. You can see here that it's quite a nice presentation of the three vehicles, and up here some history, a little bit of a story. I guess it's about the brewery, and it has this great picture here as well. Let's have a look at each one in turn, and we'll start off with the smaller Hanomag model. So it was quite difficult to get this model out of the plastic tray. I had to actually get the tray out of the cardboard sleeve in order to be able to do that. And now that it's out, I'm glad that it wasn't damaged when it was coming out of the packaging. So down the side of the truck you see some printing. You can see a logo on the door here and some wording on the back of the truck here. And this is printed very well and it's all very attractive. Underneath here you can see that the wheels are on metal axles, and it has a representation of the engine and the drive shaft to the back and some springs. But even the tyres have tread on them, which is a nice touch. And the wheels especially have these little green centre caps. The front of the truck is really quite attractive. The grille is painted in black and it has some silver lettering picked out there, and it also has silver headlights, and that has been done really well. You can see that the glazing is very clear, but it doesn't have any seating inside there. The tarpaulin cover is very well moulded on the top. It's got some nice ridges and the tarpaulin being rolled up and secured at the top there. Overall, this is a nice little truck. So let's have a look at one of the other ones. So this is the Opel truck. It's a bit bigger than the first one. It's in the same colours. It's got the dark green chassis and the white body. It's got different transfers here on the door. It says DAB, but it has also this writing on the side of the truck, and this has all been printed very well. And in a similar way, it's got white wheels with the green centre caps and tyres with tread on them as well. And underneath this truck you can see it has a four-wheel drive system. At the back it's got more printing, which is very well done, and a hook if you want to add on a trailer onto this one. And very similar with the tarpaulin to the first truck. It's rolled up at the back and that's very nicely done. At the front of this truck you can see that the lights are also painted in silver, and the radiator grille has been picked out in green with an indication of a company logo, but there's no actual writing there. It's really nice that that's been picked out in green. Again, a very clear glazing on this truck, but again no interior either. And just tucked under here is a little spare wheel as well. So let's have a look at the final truck. So the final truck consists of two parts, so we'll start off with the first front part of it. So this truck has a lot of detail here on the cab. It also has the silver headlights painted there, black grille, and you can very clearly see the Krupp in silver on this black, so that's very nicely done. It's got similar graphics down the side. It's got the same logo as the littler truck, this writing down here. Both of these have been printed very nicely. The wheels are a different design to the other two trucks, but they're also painted white with a green centre cap, and they revolve very easily too, and the tyres have the same tread on it. Underneath this truck there's a bit of detail. You can see a representation of an engine and a drive shaft and a few other tanks as well. At the back of the truck there is a spare wheel and the crash bar with a hook. Unlike the other two, the tarpaulin on this truck doesn't have any parts that have been moulded up, and it has a very distinctive moulding mark here. So all these tarpaulins come off. Again, the glazing on the cab is very clear, but this one benefits from actually having an interior, so that's quite nice that this has got it. I wish the other two had that as well. So finally we have this trailer. We'll start at the front here, where this piece has a lot of movement on the hook and the wheels turn very freely, and it's got a nice representation of mudguards. It has this strange arrangement with these wheels attached in this way. I don't think they really needed to do that. They could have made this cheaper just by fixing them. But it's quite interesting that it has those. You can also see on the side here that the transfers mirror everything else that we've seen so far, but they're very well done too. And it also has the logo on the back. This one's tarpaulin matches the truck that we've just had a look at, in that none of it is rolled up. It does have some problems here with the moulding marks, but also here you can see that it's got this board with pretend wood on it and these ribs on it, which is quite nicely done. So let's see what all of these weigh. So the smallest truck is very light, it's only 7 grams. The Opel truck is a bit heavier at 13 grams. And finally, the larger truck with its trailer weighs 35 grams. So overall, this truck set from Viking is quite an interesting little set of models to add to your collection. They would be ideal on a model railway, especially if you're modelling this brewery. Each of these trucks has its own little features. The smallest truck, the Hanomag local delivery vehicle, looks really cool. It's got some retro looks to it which are very appealing. The Opel truck I've seen modelled a few different ways by other manufacturers, and I think they do it a little bit better than this one. It's a standard enough looking model though, and it stands up okay in this set. The Krupp truck with the trailer is quite a nice looking thing, and I think the detail in the cab is very good on that. It's certainly the best out of the three in that respect. And as a promotional set for this brewery, this is quite an attractive little thing to have, and it's presented very well in this nice box with its story. You'd definitely get more out of this if you could speak German, but with Google Translate you should be able to figure out what's saying here. These do have some limitations on the moulding. I saw some marks, especially on the tarpaulins, which make me think that the quality of these models isn't up to standards of some other manufacturers. So would I recommend that you buy this model? Well, I think if you're interested in this brewery or just German trucks in general, I think this would be a great little addition to your collection. So I'll put each of these on the turntable so you can see all the way around. In the meantime though, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to enjoy more videos like this. But that's it for today. See you next time.